I went into this finale trying to give it a chance. Trying to give Arrow Season 6, I believe we're at now. My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and like I said, I have been watching Season 6 of Arrow, and I have not enjoyed it. In fact, the only thing that's stopping me from saying that this has been Arrow's worst season is because Season 4 was so terrible that this just looks bad in comparison. Not terrible, but still bad. First things first, Diaz is the worst villain that they've ever had. Even though Season 4, or maybe overall, was a worse season, at least they had Neil McDonough as Damien Dark. I think he's been used better on Legends of Tomorrow, but still decent stuff there. There has been nothing interesting, nothing redeeming, nothing good about the Diaz character at all. Because what has he wanted to do? He wanted to join some random roundtable council, like underground gangster council group that we never heard of until now. He gets to the point where he does get a seat, and then he gets dissatisfied, I guess, with the other members of the council, kills everyone except for one, and even says in that episode, oh, I guess I didn't want that after all. Really? That whole episode of you and Laurel and you having to do all that stuff at the behest of that young kid and you killing all the people that you did just to get a seat here. And then you didn't even want it? Wow! What a big fat waste of time. There were so many episodes in this season that at the end of the day just feel like a big fat waste of time. Also, am I really supposed to believe that Diaz had every single cop paid off on the payroll? They were all bad? Bullshit! There wasn't one cop besides the one that Curtis is dating. I know. But there wasn't another cop, more cops, even a small handful of cops that could have been working with Oliver. Green Arrow could have been their intel. Could have been a stand-up cop. Like, everyone? The whole precinct. Okay. I will admit that there was good action in this episode. There has been decent action throughout the whole season, although the previous episode I thought the action was very spotty and just wasn't even shot well, which is rare because usually Arrow is on point with their action. Just like this episode, it had some good action, the way how the camera was following each and every character as they were taking out people left or right, following the heroes. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I just wish I cared more about the plot and about what was going on. How about the fact that Anatoly randomly just starts working with Oliver? After all that time of him not giving shit about Oliver, saying, no, we're done, it's over with. What changed? There was like one episode where I think Anatoly had Oliver kidnapped for Diaz, and Oliver said something about Diaz not having honor. I guess that turned him around, but it's like, you needed Oliver to say that? You couldn't tell? Another reason why I think Diaz is a horrible villain, because he was in hiding, working with Zepp, or whatever that character's name was, the previous, who we thought was the leader, the real bad guy, but you found out he wasn't, and Diaz revealed himself and killed him. You thought that he was going to be the main villain, and every time that guy had Green Arrow dead to rights, had him surrounded by a horde of criminals in like a warehouse or something, and he could kill him, but Oliver would grapple, shoot his way out of it. It happened at least 3 or 4 different times. Then there was a moment where Diaz went up to the guy and said, why don't you just kill Oliver now? And the guy said, no, I have a plan. It's all according to plan. It would have made sense if Diaz killed off that top guy because he was sick of his method of doing business, that he was like, no, we should just kill Oliver now. This guy's wasting time. That would have made sense. But no, Diaz kills this guy to reveal that he was using him to throw everyone off for whatever reason. Then every time Diaz has a chance to kill Green Arrow, Oliver, he says, no, I don't want to make him a martyr. I heard the word martyr 15 times, I swear, during the season. Like, every time somebody questioned killing Green Arrow, he said, no, he'll be a martyr. Really? Because once you couldn't get him in prison after that whole court case episode, which, mind you, we just did that on Flash the same season, but we're going to do the same thing with Arrow. Yeah, let's repeat what the other show is doing just a few weeks later. That's smart. These writing teams, these writing groups, I guess, don't communicate with each other, do they? So when that doesn't work, when he doesn't get Oliver in prison, he goes, well, I'm just going to kill him anyways. Really? 22 episodes. All of this dancing around. And Diaz just changes his mind and says, all right, I'll kill him. So being the martyr thing was just nothing. It was a lame, piss poor, lazy excuse for these writers to come up with for why nothing has been happening. Why this plot has been moving at a snail's pace this whole time. This season has moved so slow. It's been so boring. That's really what's so piss poor about it, is that it's so boring. You had all this stuff going on with the team turning on Oliver, and I didn't care about them. It made them unlikable. They even made Diggle unlikable, which is wow, because they all turned on Oliver, and now they're back with him. Because it's the last episode, so we have to just forgive each other at this point in time. Or how about the moment where Renee, Wild Dog, winds up in the trap with the bombs, and he calls his daughter. I do not like that actor. He can't pull off these emotional scenes where he's supposed to be sad, talking to his daughter like he's gonna die, and like I'm supposed to feel bad. I don't. I never feel bad about that dude. In fact, judging by who they killed off in this episode, why couldn't it have been Renee? Seriously, why couldn't it have been? We finally get the fight between Diaz and Green Arrow that we've all been waiting for on that rooftop, and it was shot decently, them fighting on the roof and going through the... But, again, Diaz is not a character. It's the actor. Like, I don't look at him and buy him as this badass guy who can go toe-to-toe, fist-to-fist, kicks and moves one-on-one with the Green Arrow. I call bullshit. They try to have, like, this guy is Oliver's equal, and he can go toe-to-toe with him. Bullshit. Oliver has faced the likes of Malcolm Merlyn, Deathstroke, Ra's al Ghul, a guy with magic powers, and I'm supposed to buy that this thug can beat the shit out of Oliver or hang with him? Seriously? This is a one-off villain character. This is a one-episode villain character that they have stretched out for 23 episodes. And the fact that Earth 2 Laurel sirens him off of the roof, supposedly thinking he's dead, which is like, dummy, just shoot him in the fucking face. You had a gun. You had a gun. Dinah gave you a gun. Why didn't you just shoot him in the fucking head? Oh, because the script didn't write you to do that. Oh, okay. Makes sense. So we even get a shot of Diaz at the very end showing that he is still alive, that he's held up somewhere, I guess going to buy his time. Why are we keeping him alive? Why are we going to continue the Diaz story like he's this fascinating, interesting character? He's not. He's one of the lamest characters, probably the worst character that this show has ever done, and they're keeping him around because they just want me to stop watching. Literally, this show is daring me, hey, you've been watching for close to 7 years now. What can we do to get you to stop? That's how I feel. That's how annoyed I am, especially because Quentin dies. Quentin Lance dies in a horrible, horrible way. He gets shot trying to protect Laurel, and then they take him to the hospital. He's talking to people like seems okay, and then as they're talking in the other room, the doctor comes out and says, oh yeah, by the way, guys, he's dead. Sorry, see you later. That's how you kill him off? Why did you even kill him off? There's no need to kill him off. This is like the Laurel death all over again. An unnecessary, unneeded death that was lame as all hell. But I did one positive thing besides the action that I could say is it was nice to see Sarah Lance back. I love Sarah Lance. She's one of my favorite characters of this Arrowverse. She's great. Just seeing her for the 2 minutes that we saw her was good. I just wish we got more of her. Why? It's like, Sarah, you find out that a clone version or another world version of your sister has been around for a whole season. You really couldn't have found time on your time travel ship to show up here and deal with it? But hey, they brought her here. They had an awkward exchange between her and Laurel, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I assume Laurel now, with her guilt of Quentin dying, she's going to become a hero in his honor and yada yada, blah blah blah. But let's talk about the fact that Oliver, earlier in the episode, he offered the hood to Diggle, and Diggle turned him down. Of course, Diggle, you left the group over not getting the hood, over Oliver being, quote, selfish. That whole big blowout that they had. But yet, now that you get the offer, you turn it down. Great. So you joined Argus really because you're a dick. Then we find out that it's really because Oliver made a deal with the FBI chick, who we hadn't seen in like 15 episodes. He made a deal with her saying that, all right, you can take me in and I'll be locked up. Because locking up Oliver Queen as the Green Arrow, this woman who from the FBI who wants justice and truth in the all-American way, she's willing to let everyone else slide who are also vigilantes, that she knows are vigilantes, but she's only going to take Oliver in. Logic, people. And the episode has the gall to end with Oliver finally, after 6+ years, Oliver finally admitting that he is the Green Arrow. This would have been shocking and surprising and interesting if it was like 4 years ago. At this point, it's sort of whatever. I don't care. I really don't care that everybody knows he's Green Arrow. He's dodged the bullet so many times that it lost its effect. This show sucks. Arrow has sucked. It has not been good in a very long time. And I am not looking forward to Season 7. Season 7? Wow. Just wow. What more is there to say? Let me know in the comments below. What did you think of this episode or this season? Am I being too harsh on it? Or do you agree that this show needs some work? Badly. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya!
Oh yeah! Today I feel Super Bowl. Feel it in your mind and you lose control. Feel it in your breast and you super soul. I don't say it.